Welcome back to 3DA's coverage of the ECO Tour New Bern. You've tuned in to Round 2, Front 9. I'm here again with Adam and Jeff, and we're going to take you guys through this pretty amazing final round. So let's meet the players that we've got today. So Steven Futrell, minus 11 for first round, just absolutely ripped it up. He's going to be our first guy. Coming out of a Hosky, you play with him at ECU Disc Golf, right?
I sure do. He's got a heck of an arm on him.
Nothing like Canelo. We got Michael Jordt, the hometown hero, shooting a minus 7 first round. He'll be looking to see if he can track Steven down. Aaron Stevens, he's coming out of Fayetteville. Our first of 2 lefties we'll have on the card. And look at this absolute stud.
He's the man.
Chase Jernigan here, DG hometown, Clayton, North Carolina. And Adam, take us through hole 1.
Hole 1, downhill, 325 par 3. This second round is much windier. I believe these guys might have to stable up a driver to get down here.
Yeah, so this the format for this tournament, it was a 1-day tournament, so we're playing a little bit later in the afternoon, and the wind definitely picked up.
Definitely goes stable. Probably misses early there, but he did skip into the hill rather than skipping down the hill.
Yeah, not a bad shot.
And there's the one you want to see.
Good looking forehand there.
Oh yeah, that's a good shot from Jordt.
Great way to start your round.
So Aaron's throwing there's a lot of MVP, a little bit of a mixed bag though. Looks to be a good shot.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
not bad.
Set down very nice.
Circle.
Yeah, anywhere on that halo of trees, you're looking at a good putt. Chase throwing the T-bird 3. He's tracking.
Not bad at all.
Yep. 3 pretty good shots here.
Just outside the circle for Steve here. Putting with judges, I believe. And you can see the wind ripping off his shirt. Oof.
No.
So, Steven, what do you think Steven's strengths are? I've not seen him play before.
Throws a lot of slower speed discs that land softer, but he can, like I said earlier, his arm is very powerful, so you can get him just about every hole here.
And it's like he missed his par putt there, so he's starting out with bogey at best. Chase lining up for his 2.
Oh no.
I'm a little surprised by that. I think he thought he had that one. Aaron with a very similar putt to Jordt first round. See if he can keep off that tree.
Yeah, it does have a scary downhill putt to start your day, not what you want.
And that's the miss that you're going to
Yeah.
have. Jordt
Jordt puts in the lone birdie.
exercising his demons and getting that birdie on hole 1.
That'll be a 2-stroke lead after hole 1. Or not a lead, I'm sorry. 2-stroke gain on Steve.
So we've got 2 pars, a birdie, and a bogey on the first hole. All right, hole 2. Tell us about it.
Hole 2's got OB on the right and left. The wind today on the second round was super strong. I'm sure you'll see these guys go something pretty stable and just try to punch it near that tree we just passed by. Try to skip into the green here.
So I did a little special effect on here. This is as if I was taking my glasses off, and this is exactly what it looks like. I promise you that is Michael Jordt. Looks like he got caught up in a tree.
Drive again.
Yep. So we got Aaron here from our catch cam. Shout out to Whitney for all of her work on the catch cam. She was wore out by the end of the day.
You see him stepping up to the tee here on the left side.
Coming out
Throwing a volt.
and just
Wow.
beautiful.
In that wind, that's a really difficult shot. Very well executed by him.
So we got Chase here throwing his Raptor. know if he was early on that or
early.
Oh, but you can see that wind.
Yeah.
See us picking it up. Oh my
Yeah, that-
goodness.
wind just as soon as it saw the bottom of that disc, just threw it.
Glasses are still taking off here.
Yeah, we cleaned them a little bit, but you know,
Oh Lord.
Oh,
It's high.
that
Wind's
looks
gonna take
slightly
that, maybe.
fluffed.
Might have
sit down.
Wow. Oh wow. It's an unfortunate kick there.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Same thing. You were talking about the wind. You know, Chase's. He got his. Showed the bottom of the disc to the wind, and it pushed it out. Same thing on Stevens.
Yeah, and you can still see the wind messing with
Mhm.
their putters there, not allowing them to get distance.
Yep. George's got to be laying that up, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Jort's a pretty safe player. He's not gonna take many chances.
Well, he went out at a pretty good spot here, so hopefully he can recover for his par.
So much wind as you can see.
Oh,
Wow. Just a little high on those chains.
Yep. That's gonna be bogey at best. So Jordt taking a par on here if he can get that tap in. And good putt there by Aaron. Take us 2. A bogey for Chase. A bogey for Steven, and Jordt gaining a stroke by just playing simple golf there.
I had all the colors on that scorecard there.
Yeah. So we've got Steven's lead is all but gone now through 2 holes. All right, tell us about hole 3.
Hole 3, same thing. You have a really strong right to left wind here. As you can see, the river's right there on your right. As you get up here, you have OB on your left and those really steep hill on your right side that the bad shots go down. Aaron throwing a buzz SS here, trying to keep one straight and just glide all the way to the basket. Ooh, just an air bounce.
That's not much you can do to predict that. So first round, Jordt got a little high, a little fluff on the shot in the first round. So we'll see if he can adjust. Yeah, it's a much better line.
Pretty good.
That's got to come with some home course advantage there, playing that hole in the wind so many times.
Yeah.
Going uphill, it's a tough shot. I love the disc choice by in here, but seems just let it go a little bit left for him, and that's that hill we were talking about.
Yeah, it's a little bit more touch. So Jeff, you're Steven here. You've dropped 2 strokes through 2 holes. What are you thinking here?
Gotta recover. Just gotta try to put a good shot down the fairway and take it one stroke at a time.
Throwing a Luna in. Good shot. Just kind of just never hyzered out. Went to the bottom of the hill there.
Yeah, hit the hill and just kept rolling.
So I promise Aaron is in there. You can see him on the left side of that tree here.
Yeah, and that early right side off the tee is not where you want to be. The miss is late right, but still tough to get up and down.
Yeah, I think he was lucky to stay at the top of the hill there versus going down. Gets pretty treacherous as you get down there. As you can see him walking out, almost falling over.
Ooh, not the angle you want a layup shot to be hitting down that hill. Luckily he stayed.
Yeah, that's just one little tree kick or root kick or whatever from getting on edge and rolling down.
See if Jordt can take another stroke here. Oh boy.
Wow, from the knee.
Yeah, that's
Deserves a slow-mo for sure.
yeah, it's an awkward stance from the knee. It's a good putt.
Jordt did not waste any time taking the strokes back from Steve.
No,
We seem to have a battle on our hands now.
I like it. Makes this more fun to watch. Yeah, so we will have a tie at the top here, and Aaron's right behind. So those 4 strokes went pretty quick. All right, hole 4. Tell us what we got.
Hole 4 here, 290-foot par 3. You can have more of a tailwind here, but the super low ceiling. Green slopes a little bit left or right, but you're more or less just trying to punch something low and skip into that green. Sit.
Yeah, Jordt going with the forehand here.
He was a little high in the first round. Let's see if he can correct it here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, looks good.
Uh-oh.
Can't get much better than that.
Yeah.
He might be dialed.
Yeah. Hey, other guys on the card. Jordt might be on right now.
That same disc he threw on hole 1.
Just never really stables out. That's a good shot. He'll have some look from there.
As you can tell, those trees are really moving right now.
Was there a bit of a headwind coming off this hole?
I
Adam?
believe it's more of a left or right tailwind.
Okay.
But the way Aaron's disc did fly,
Yeah.
you never know when it's swirling out there.
Yeah.
And it's an excellent shot by Chase, and he'll be one to try to turn his round around as well. All right, Steve. Let's get a good shot here.
Wow.
It's tracking.
Ooh, the sky got 3 and it was turning right.
Yeah.
There's got to be some kind of wind up there.
And again,
Long putt here.
like you were saying, you can see it on his shirt. It is windy.
Just outside the circle. Wow.
Wow.
Great
That's
putt in
hot.
the wind.
That's money.
Excellent.
All right, that's what he needed. Let's get this turned around. Get some green on that scorecard.
Yeah, after Jordt bangs the bottom of that post here at the bottom of the basket,
Yeah.
that's a good one to let him know you're still there.
Yep. Not a long putt, but a tricky putt here for Aaron. That's a good attempt.
You're different. What's the difference for you?
Bag on, stool in hand. He's confident.
Jordt slider swagging on people, man. Calm it down, Jordt. Good birdie by Chase. And the rest of our guys clean up their par. All right, so 2 guys going down to -10, double digits. Good birdie by Chase, and we are off to a pretty difficult hole 5. Tell us about it.
Yeah, this hole's already difficult, maybe one of the most difficult holes on the course, and then you add this wind in, and I'll be honest, I don't even know what to throw here. But yeah, you want to skip up on this hill into the green. Definitely don't want to go deep and roll down the hill. Got some few trees to contend with here off the tee. Jordt looks to be forehanding here.
I do think that left side gap is a little bit more open than even going right down the middle.
I agree.
He looks to be up there with a look at a putt. It's a scary one though when you're putting from there and going downhill.
It'll be dicey for sure.
Might have to watch what Steve does if he really wants to run that. Oh, and Chase. Right up the gut.
Never
Wow.
Yeah.
Mind. Never mind what I just said.
Hold on. I just got an email from Chase.
Yeah.
Jeff, watch this little line here,
Yeah.
bud. Yeah, that's an excellent shot by Chase.
Very well executed. It's a line you won't see too many people take. Ooh.
You think he was trying to go right?
Yeah.
He was definitely trying to
Yeah.
go right there. A little early release. Might have slipped out of his hand. It is hot today.
It was very hot, very humid.
Missing that tree. Another volt shot from him. A little low on the hill, but
Unfortunate skip down.
that's kind of where your miss is if you're going to hit the front of the hill. It's going to be low. You definitely want to skip off the top and roll it on the back.
Yeah. So this is not where you want to be on your second shot in this hole.
Yeah.
Very tough up shot. Ooh, these are right.
And that'll be about where Jordt was first round, so we know the putt can be made.
Yeah, edge of circle there, maybe 20, 27, 30 feet.
I think Aaron's, all this time he's taking, he's got to be running, right?
Yeah, he's going to run this one going uphill. He's going straight to the flat ground, too.
True.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
That is
Great putt.
impressive. A lot of elevation change there.
And he started moving to the basket slightly
Yeah.
before it went in. Such a great feeling
Yeah.
to know it's going to go in.
In that slow-mo replay, the nose up, very, very nose up the whole entire way, so it kept floating up towards the basket. It's a great putt by Aaron.
Steve will say it's par.
Oh,
And it's the same. This
Those
is,
high chains.
yep.
you can see the frustration start to come out. I mean, he's hit the chains almost every time. It just will not stick in.
Yeah.
So that's a good unfortunate bogey after a birdie.
Wow.
That was a little suspect right there.
I think Chase was just testing to make sure the top chains still work.
Yeah.
Look at he scratches his head.
They do. That's
So
a,
Jordt taking the lead there.
yeah, it's excellently played hole by Chase and by Jordt there.
So hole 6, 251 foot par 3. Fairly straight shot. You've got OB along this right side here. You'll see the posts. A lot of trees to continue with later in the flight of the disc, so you want to land it soft on that green as well.
But Chase going with the Mantis here. Getting 2 in a row, looking to continue his streak. Smooth.
Very technical shot.
Yes. Just put it on a perfect angle.
Wow.
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 All right, guys. See you next hole.
Heart.
Yeah.
And the thing is you don't really even know. I mean, he assumes it's probably pretty
Yeah.
close, but nice little surprise when you get to the top of the hill. Ah,
Yeah, that's,
release there.
that's pretty much another hole. You have the whole rest of the hole left.
Yep.
I mean, that's a tough up shot from him coming up. This is a pine from Westside Pine
Westside
from
Pine.
Jordt. I know he loves this disc.
flipped up real nice. Go for power line again?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
As you
Nope.
can see, I think that's why he likes the disc. Gets him pretty close to the basket. Another sky guide shot here from Steve.
Now, what do you think of the putter play?
I'm not really the biggest fan. I'd rather go a little stable mid, uphill.
Ah,
But
release. Because that 251 has got to be playing farther than that, right?
yeah, it plays a little bit farther. Maybe not for Steve, but
True, true.
For the majority of us players, it's either a pretty good flying putter or a mid.
That's a
Great up shot right there.
Really
that is a
recovery.
great. I mean, because
Very
you're saying
good.
that's like a whole nother hole. I mean, you still can't see the basket from
Yeah.
there, so
This is an awkward spot to be.
it's like a tweener.
Not the pull he was looking for, but
New. Aaron to clean up his par. Excellent putt. Yeah, it's a good scramble on that one. That could easily go to a bogey or worse.
I will say that up shot from Aaron probably just as hard as a tee shot because of that OB right behind the basket. Got a lot of touch.
And just the added pressure of, you know,
Oh, yeah.
What? Yeah.
Definitely don't want bugs as early.
So I'm just like it. I was throwing in the field, and I just like. If
I
I,
think
like,
Jordt
threw
playing
it
some
down
mind
the
games
field,
here,
like,
talking to Steven about his putters. But he is the nicest guy in disc golf. All right, so par for our two middle guys here, and birdies for Chase and Mike. All right, take us in hole 7.
Hole 7, pretty tricky hole here. Technical to say the least. Kind of want something going right pretty hard. Either wanted to spike high or skip in soft low. Not too far of a hole, just gotta be technical with it.
Adam, do you go backhand or forehand off this?
I go forehand. I try to play mine a little lower but softer.
Yeah.
As you'll see, some of those high shots get that
Yeah.
roll like that,
Yeah.
or you'll tend to put too much power on.
Yep.
The righty backhand is really not a bad play though. If you get some turnover, it lands much softer.
Yeah.
So both are definitely good options. And Wolf and Jordt.
Yep, I feel like that's the
Almost right where it was last round, I think.
yeah, where several guys were last round.
Yep.
So that seems to be the place to land. But you have a putt from there. I just feel like the lefty on this hole is just probably loving it.
Yeah, it's a dialed around that 250 to 300 range.
Mm-hmm.
Really good shot for the lefty backhand.
He's asking it to go right.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that's a very well executed shot there.
Go that hard.
Yeah, that's That's how the hole's played. FD3
Oh, wow.
overstable, right?
Yeah, very overstable, but he did not hang that one left at all. That's going to be a tricky spot. I think he's about 120 feet away there for his putt. Trying to lay up there. It's hit soft. Very well executed for a layup.
About all you can do from there. We're at Chase here, what, probably 40?
Yeah, I'd say just outside the circle.
Wow,
Wasting no
this
time.
guy.
Puts
He
it
barely took his
away.
time.
Yeah.
He kind of just looked at the chain and threw it.
And the thing is, you think I edited it so that it seemed like it was short. That's actually how long he takes. He gets up there and he goes.
Yeah, he does have a unique style.
And it works really, really well for him. Jordt trying to find some footing. And you can see the wind over the water there, and just what these guys are dealing with now. I believe we had a storm kind of rolling into the area here, so it cooled down a little bit for us, which was nice.
Oh,
It's a good putt.
off the band.
Aaron with this little cleanup birdie there. Our rest of our guys. So I want to talk about Chase's putt. He's got the putt where it's almost. He just makes it so simple, and the fact that I'm trying to take this disc and I'm trying to put it in there. It's not overthought. He gets up there, gets a setting, and then goes, and it works really, really well for him.
Yeah, as we go into hole 8, we got a pretty tight scorecard here. It's going to be really fun to watch. Hole 8's 491 foot par 4. Downhill shot. I wouldn't say too low of a ceiling, but you have to make sure you throw it down. I want to get at least 300 feet minimum down off the tee shot, and you have an elevated green. That would be on the right side of the river. Chase rips on one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, just left it high. There's that
Yeah.
ceiling.
Yep.
Yep.
That's one thing you cannot do is leave it high, because this gets real busy up there. And this hole takes 2 good shots to put yourself in the birdie chance.
I think this is maybe the 4th or 5th brand I've seen Aaron throw. So
Mhm.
yeah, he's definitely an experiment with a lot of different discs. Very clean though.
Oh yeah.
Just that one tree.
Ah.
Very clean release though. That's the right shot shape.
It is. If that's 7-8 inches left or right, he's loving that shot.
For sure. George sticking with his game plan, as you can tell from the first round. Definitely played it cool.
Flip up.
Oh, she flipping.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Get through there.
Shot, Jordt. Thank you.
So pretty close to where he was at. I mean, obviously different shot, but almost the same result as the first round. So he'll be fine from there. And then night strike, right? That
I believe
is
so. That's a FD.
FD. Okay, there we go.
He does not care about that ceiling.
No.
That's exactly where I was first round.
Steve does have the power to get it there in one.
Mm-hmm.
Not like that though.
No. Yeah, I feel like this is not necessarily the spot you want to be. I feel like you want to be on the lower level here, so you can see that pin a little bit better. So this is gonna be a tough shot for.
He's almost 400 feet away from the pin here for Chase. This is a whole nother hole.
Yeah, it is.
How to get it close.
Work. Wow.
You think that's where he was trying to go?
I think he overcommitted, but
Mhm.
I'll take it.
it's good that he didn't hit anything close to him.
Yeah, it's a good result.
I think he'll have a up shot for par.
A good kick out of those bushes over there on the left.
You had a guy in my card who got in those bushes, and
Yes.
I think he's still in there.
Yeah.
Poor guy. Ooh, that's.
Could be danger.
Oof.
No, I think he got caught up in those trees there, thankfully, or else that would have been floating in the river.
Steve's got about 280 here. He's going with a Raptor.
And he's just putting himself in position for par, right?
I think that would be his best bet.
Yeah.
He does have a look at a putt there behind those stairs, but not where you want to be.
Mm-mm. Yeah, this is a very similar position as Jordt was the first round.
Yeah, close to 200 feet away, forehand up shot.
Nice little
Oh,
soft
you did
putter.
it
I
again.
don't know.
Get around it. Thank you.
Did it hang up?
Yeah.
Oh, no, came down.
Fell down.
I think he'll have a look there though.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be running it, but it's very, very elevated. This will be an interesting shot from Chase.
Yeah, this looks a little awkward. Good touch, though.
Yeah, landed the disc correctly.
Aaron's just doing the full work on this right side. You can see how close he was to being out of bounds. Trying to ignore those branches, but you just know they're there. Stay up. No roll.
The green for you, just out of design.
You just felt like he could not get away from the right side of this hole the entire time. This would be a massive putt for Steven here. He's definitely lining it up.
Outside the circle, well elevated. It's just tough to get standstill power on.
Yeah, not a bad effort.
That might be one of the worst rollaways I've seen on that hill.
Yeah.
The electron anode here, I believe is what he putt with.
You just got to make sure to give enough power and miss everything so you don't end up back where you're at. Dicey.
Usually it's good to hit the pole, but it is scary on the other shots.
For sure.
Jordt taking his time.
Oh, what a
Canning
putt.
it.
Wow.
What a
Good
putt.
spot from Jordt there. Great putt.
Great run up the hill as well.
Definitely turn that putter on.
Yeah, I might have went to like the stairs, but
Yeah. All right, the rest of our guys will clean this up. So that's an excellent hole by Jordt there, extending his lead.
yeah, and Chase to get a par. I mean, not a bad par there.
No,
from
no,
where he was
not at all.
off the tee.
Definitely not. Yeah, you would expect a bogey probably from there.
Still super tight scorecard there. Jordt taking a 3-stroke lead, but hole 9, 450-foot par 4. Kind of a left or right moving shot off the tee for the majority of the players for a landing zone, and then you're going to want to go straight up this hill and park it right under this basket. Got a lot of trees to miss in the middle of the fairway though.
Yeah, on this one again, distance is a plus, but you really want to land it in the middle and give yourself a nice
I don't know.
clean shot to the hole.
It spins or something.
It's a little early from
Hey,
Chase,
hey,
but
tree.
again, he's in the
Still
middle,
like 3
so
times harder.
that's where you want to be.
I get a little meow at the
Yeah, everybody going with that left or right, trying to get in that same spot.
Good shot from Steven.
end.
Oh, yeah.
That's as smooth
Turn
as
the
you want,
camera.
right?
Let's go.
That was rip.
Wheezy's got to move back.
What's she doing there?
What's she doing?
The Volt's not the most overstable disc, but if you leave some enough hyzer, it could be in that same spot.
That was smooth. Get through.
Way down the fairway, wow.
That's a good
She's
shot
like,
right
Right
there.
time, Steve.
Left side.
Like, I have no idea what's going on, but this is awesome.
Those are 2 good shots. Now the left side of the fairway does have some tricky up shots sometimes, but this up shot from Chase here could be the same.
Yeah, he's just slightly pinched behind those trees. It's kind of cutting off that lane that's there. So he's looking up to the right. Flex shot here.
About 230 feet out. Oh wow.
Not a bad shot. I thought he was going left side
Yeah,
hyzer
me
Yeah.
too. That's a tough gap to hit.
Yeah, and this is primo position right here for Jordt.
Yeah, 160 to the pin. And that's how you win it.
Yeah, Jordt's opened up a 3-stroke lead. I think he's officially a problem. And these guys, but I want to pull
It's starting to leave him in the dust.
him back. You want to turn it on, or at least stick with him.
Do it.
This little floaty up shot.
Up shot right here, Brandon. I prefer like a forehand up shot than a backhand.
Yeah, Steve. Got another primo look here to the basket.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a lot of Anheuser for a
Yeah.
160-foot shot.
I don't know if the elevation got to him or just gave it too little power, but after that tee shot, this is not where you want to be at. Good putt, had the right power, just slightly right. Let me see Chase's routine here.
Wow.
Then,
Simple,
yeah.
Like he's tossing a cornhole bag right in the basket.
pretty much. Alright, Steven here to clean up his par.
Enough.
Oh,
Yeah. I can't say Steven's airballed or anything this round, but his putter's been.
Losing off the chain just a bit.
All right, so we conclude our front nines.
Jordt taking another one here.
Yeah, Jordt, Aaron, and Chase all getting one there. So his lead will be at 3 going into the back 9 of the final round. I want to thank Jeff and Adam here for joining us here on the front 9. You can see our 327 holes. Our leader at 13 got a 3-shot lead over several people now. It's like chase carts trying to make a move. All right. Make sure you guys come back to join us on the final 9 of the ECO Tour New Bern.